Hello there, Pisces. How's it going, you guys? It's time for your reading. My name is Kelly, and I will be doing this read here. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. And let's get into it and see what's going on. I hope you are enjoying this day or afternoon, whenever it is or you're watching me. Let's get into it. Raido in reverse. This could be a delay in travel. Raido means wagon wheel, so it could be it's some sort of a delay for sure. Yeah, Raido's talking about some sort of it's definitely talking about some sort of delay. Fehu. Well, Fehu is good. Fehu's money and health. Yeah, this is money and health. Fehu. Fehu. Money and health. Something here is definitely protected. That's for sure. You know, what I'm thinking here is this could be some sort of delay in some sort of money as well. Harasses us. Well, I like this here because, you know, Pisces, this is talking about some sort of protection, okay? This is some sort of protection. This is protecting either your health or your money. Something is definitely protected. That's a thorn. This is like this is guarding something. This is like the thorn on the rose, you know? Kind of looks like one too, really. That's what it is. That's what it represents, actually. It's there to protecting this money. You're protected, Pisces. This is, you know, you might have to strike. Like I said, this is kind of like, this is reminding me of yesterday's read in a sense, because you're going to have to strike the iron to break through this delay. But you'll know when. Kenaz. Kenaz come up here in reverse, okay? Which is, it's not bad here in this position here, Pisces, because this is like your advice. And the advice is saying to don't seek assistance from outside yourself about something. Go within. Seek things within. Another thing it could be talking about is stop trying to take care of everybody else and take care of yourself. Yeah. And that's kind of like what I feel here with Kenaz here. You know, you could be trying to help everybody else, but, you know, you're neglecting yourself. So, you know, this is telling you to retreat to your own inner light. In other words, think about it. You know, think about something and come up with your own solutions by using your intuition and not relying on someone else. And also here, Pisces, thoracicis is also kind of like a warning as well. It's saying to, make sure and think things through first, okay? Because you need to really use your intuition. You don't want to strike the iron too fast. And what I mean by that is like out of emotion or something, or out of anger. Don't lash out of anger or something like that. Nothing sudden, okay? Don't do anything sudden. What else? Nathis. And this is the friction, this is the problem. It's, there's some sort of delay here in forward movement. Now, this could also be talking about, for some of you, car problems or something like that, too. Because it is just a general reading, but, Raido is a very spiritual reading as well. So and this Kenaz here in reverse is talking about going deep within yourself to, kind of like meditate and think things through to be able to break through this blockage. There's something blocked. Yeah. Yeah, you wanna face this thorn here with deliberate strength and not blind rage. Like I said, don't act out of anger. Act out of thinking clearly with deliberately hitting that iron hard. It's like being calculated. It's not, when you're angry, or you kind of respond a little bit different than you do if you can stay calm, and calculate when you need to make your move. What else? This is not a bad reading though, Pisces. I see that your money and your health here is protected. So, yeah. You're protected. And you can stand up to anything that you need to stand up to. You just need to not do it out of anger and do it out of calculation and deliberate action. What else? Thoracicis. Thoracicis. So this is like dipping into somebody else's energy here, Pisces. Thoracicis is a thorn. It definitely is. And, they could be this person could be like defensive or feeling vulnerable. Yeah. It was the death rune. This person could be prone to, overreacting. They're kind of like defensive. They might refuse to look at warnings. You know, they don't really get it. You know that type? Yeah, this person doesn't really have much resilience here with the Iwas here. And they might be experiencing some sort of a blockage in their personal growth. I feel like this person is avoiding some sort of necessary transformation because they fear, you know, of some sort of end of their lifestyle. They have some sort of lifestyle that they're used to, and they don't want that to end. Or it could be habits too. Huh. Jera. Well, you know, generally Jera is a good rune, but you know, this person may like to blame other people, and really this is their own doing. Whatever the situation that this person's in, they're reaping what they've sown. And it's really something that they've created themselves. Yeah. So, you know, they're not focused on long-term consequences, and this is some of the consequences that are coming about now. Yeah. They could be like going around in circles. Yeah, but this is their own doing. This is of their own doing. What else? Isa. Well, this really makes sense to me here. You know, Isa is ice, and ice just generally does not move. You know what I mean? I guess glaciers move, but they move really slow. So ice doesn't move, and I see Raido here over here in reverse. So, you know, you're kind of stuck. So, you know, the advice here is to not definitely go within yourself to seek, you know, whatever it is, you know, self-meditation, using your intuition. Don't depend upon somebody else's advice here, okay? Just pretty much rely on yourself. This is what Kenaz is saying. And although things may be feeling stuck or blocked right now, you know, ice melts. So this is a good sign here. This is a very good sign here next to thoracic, because whatever is coming after this ice melts is something that's going to this is something that is going to change your life in some way, as far as like stability. You know, this is some sort of stability. I feel. Let's pull some kippers. Stability, good health. I see good health, you know. Definitely stability. Fehu talks about, you know, moving cattle, which is money. Okay, so we got the journey card. All right, so like I said, some of you could be on a journey, but right now you're kind of stuck, right? This confirms it for sure. This confirms it right here. This is the block right here, but this also doubles down on it. Ice doesn't move. Huh. So you're definitely you know, I feel like this kind of like, this is a number 10. You see that? 10s usually mean, you know, endings. So, you know, I'm like kind of like thinking that, you know, whatever this is here, this delay, it's coming. It's the final stage of some sort of old cycle. Okay, so whatever this is, it's the final stage of it. Final stage. You're kind of like, sort of, Pisces, you're kind of like in a gap that in between what was and what will be. Okay? That's kind of like where you're at right now. What was and what will be. So you're right there in the middle. Yeah, don't rush into any new cycle. Okay, this is a cycle here, so don't rush into it. I know this is somebody else's energy, but remember, this is our energy over here as well. And you don't want to rush into anything here. The ice will melt, guaranteed. What else? Got the message. The message. Now that's interesting. You know, the message could be talking about, you know, this kind of is like reminding me of Kenaz right here. You know, thinking to yourself, getting messages from yourself, using your intuition, trust your intuition, Pisces. Yeah. And this is very, very spiritual too. I'm feeling that this is really, really feeling very, very spiritual. This is something that is fated. I feel that this is something fated, and it's very, very spiritual. Raido in reverse talks about leveling up spiritually. So that's going on as well. That's definitely going on as well. And you got the gift. Ooh, the gift. I like the gift. The gift is kind of probably tied in over here with Fehu. You know, wealth. Yeah. And this kind of is suggesting that, you know, the gift is coming to you, whatever gift that is. It could be a spiritual gift. For sure, it could be a spiritual gift. You know, and this current friction right here, this is the final polishing process required this is required for you to shine. So, I mean, this you know, hardship or whatever it is the final polish. So I really like this. You know, this is really this looks really good, you guys. It doesn't look too bad at all. Let's pull a couple of these other cards here too. What's going on with Pisces? What's this one saying? That one flew out. Expect powerful change. Yeah, Pisces, and I suspect we're going to have some powerful change. It really looks like it. This looks really very, very powerful to me. If you'll notice this is 17, the number 17. 10 and 7 is 17. Yeah. Your hard work is paying off, Pisces. New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So I really like this. Let's pull a couple of these other cards here too. Just so we can say we did. What's going on with Pisces? Participate. Don't confuse intention with an entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich and so are you. Look at this Fehu. I like it. Let's get one more. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Where there is hope, Don't believe that past defeats or disappointments will keep you from succeeding. True success grows from the lessons, and a hopeful heart never gives up. All right, Pisces? So there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces? All right. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.